Hello everyone, and thank you for coming back to the channel. We're going to be going over, I hope it ends soon because I tell you, it's getting kind of boring. We're going to be going over the Atlanta Housewives that aired tonight, March 5th, Sunday, my time, 8 o'clock, Eastern Standard Time. The title of the show is Lay It All on the Table, Season 9, Episode 15. We go right on into it. We have Candy is having the women over to her house to discuss what her and Portia got into. Now, of course, we're minus Portia, and Candy is ready to spill the tea on all of the conversations she had with Portia. Portia is over her sister's house, dishing dirt on Candy with her sister and how she's telling her sister what went on during their private meeting, along with us viewing their whole conversation. Then we have Shamia. Is the last one to come to the girls, Candy's house to meet with the girls to discuss Portia and her actions and her lies, allegedly what Candy is saying. Then we have Candy is telling the women Portia wanted to eat her pussy until she came. Okay? She's been saying that. Don't really know if it's true or not, but she says she liked women. Portia liked women, but she didn't want to come out with that information. She wanted to be on the hush hush, on the down low. But Candy brought it all to surface because she's mad at her right now, so they dishing dirt on each other. Then we have Portia telling her sister that maybe she did do it. Maybe she did say it. She had to blame it on the Henny because she was high as dirt. Okay, so then we go to Candy. Candy is talking about a 7-year relationship with a woman that she's telling the ladies. This is what Portia was, screaming at her when they had their little talk over at the restaurant that one day. And that she has a sex dungeon in her home. Now, I'm getting quite tired of hearing about the sex dungeon. I'm tired of hearing about Portia want to smack on her vagina. I mean, it just is what it is. Whether Portia come clean and say, yes, I like, sucking on women's vaginas or kissing on women or instilling like we're having sex with one another. So, Candy pretty much done told her she a freak. She sell all kinds of bedroom candy stuff, probably lingerie at this time. And she's just like the madam, you know what I'm saying? So if she has a sex dungeon, who really cares? Okay? It's just other sexual twists she has to her marriage. And she pretty much, it seems like she has an open marriage, just long as Todd get to partake into whatever. And Candy get to partake in whatever. And I'm like, damn, if they bring a female into their bedroom, I'm sure they have to bring another male in. And it's, Todd getting popped in the booty. Is that how it go down? He get with some men, she get with some women. They just have orgy. I don't know. But time will tell, right? Then Portia is telling, we're talking about Todd having an affair. That's what she threw up, and Candy brought it to the women's attention too. They want to know with who. And she said Portia supposed to have sent me the email of the lady and this, that, and third, and she never did. But then she goes back to talking about Todd had an affair. And Todd was using an alias by the name of Marvin. Now, my thing is, okay, when you do go to hotels and you're trying to be a little bit on the down low, most people may know you, but you don't want to put your name in their register book as Todd Tucker. So, of course, yeah, he going to use some name. Maybe it was Marvin Tucker, maybe it was Marvin Todd. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I could see her having at least evidence that she could prove that's, you can find at a registry when you're registering at the hotel and you have to sign in. Of course, he don't want his name on there for the record and for someone to probably copy it at that particular hotel he was at with that precarious woman. That's a mystery woman right now. He didn't want nothing to bring back to him that he had to sit and, work it out on TV for people to see. Because, if Candy ever left Todd, if she ain't smacking on the same woman he trying to get, then it's a no-go. But it seems like they have an open marriage. They just haven't stated that that's what their marriage is. Okay, because she's admitted to having a relationship with another woman coming in. They doing each other and all that. It was interesting. She sells sex toys. She, not on the down low with any of her sex acts. I'm like, okay, whatever you want to say. But I do believe that part about Todd more than likely having an affair and using another name as a ruse. So nobody can come back and say, yeah, he signed in with this young lady or whatever. Okay. So that was a smart move. Then we go to Candy is talking with the women still about Portia saying she tried to drug her and bring her back to their house to, abuse her sexually or whatever. And I'm like, okay, that's a hot mess. And if it's not true, Portia needs to stop making these allegations because a lot of people can look at Candy another different way, you know. And she would lose so much if you even had to prove that it was so. But it just is what it is, y'all. They was dropping tea. But it seems like, excuse me, y'all. Next week gonna really be something because Bob, Sheree's ex-husband, it seemed like he was beating on her. Then he asked her on the clip that was showing for next week's episode, part two. He said, "Did I ever hit you?" And she said, "Yeah, you did." No, choked her before. And she said, yeah, you have. And he said, well, hell, I must have didn't choke you hard enough. I'm like, God damn. I said, first you trying to say it didn't happen by asking her, did it really happen? Like you have no recollection of it or anything of that nature. Then you're going to turn around and say, well, you didn't choke her hard enough? I'm like, oh my goodness. Nah, honey, you don't need to get mad back with that man. Mm-mm. Keep getting whatever coin you getting for your son from him. Because you don't need to be married to him with no shit like that. Okay. Then we go to Phaedra. Phaedra's at a church. Meeting with Tasha Cobb and somebody of the music ministry, I'm thinking. And she's basically talking about she want to have a restoration ceremony because her friends, meaning the housewives, are saying they don't know how she stays so strong, so happy, and at peace with herself. And she was trying to pretty much want to bring, I guess, the women to that church and let them have a, I guess, free whatever you got on your mind and you want the Lord to heal it. Just say it, free it, and let it go. Let God handle it. So like, Phaedra, you have nobody to film with other than Portia. So now you going up him, sitting up here and talking about bringing the Lord and all this mess between these Real Housewives of Atlanta, or what they pretty much trying to give us. You trying to have a revival for them. They don't want to see that side of your life. They don't want to come into the house of the Lord. They want to keep acting and doing what they want to do. So for you to be such a hypocrite, I don't know how you can stand yourself sometimes. But we move on from there. Go to commercial, come back. We have Candace in a meeting. Well, she's meeting with Todd at the Old Lady Gang restaurant, and he's showing her the finished parts of the restaurant, and she's like thanking him for, putting so much time and effort in it and this, that, and third. He goes over to show her the kitchen area. And to me, the kitchen area still look like that before picture. You know what I'm saying? Just is what it is. But they go around and then Todd just come up to my, you want to go to Hawaii, babe? I'm like, that's so fake and fraudulent. That seems just really out the channel. Bravo is footing the bill for getting them over there as well as securing them a place to stay. Now, as far as food, I don't know if they come out their pocket for that, but those are two major things anyway. Getting plane tickets to go to Hawaii, and then I don't know if it was really off season or not. Then you turning around, letting them have a place to stay. So I'm guessing at the least you could bring your own food money or whatnot or shopping money. But it is what it is. Maybe Bravo takes care of it all. But anyway, she's meeting with him and she's telling him how everything had went with her and Portia being at lunch together, but then no food go around or anything. They were just arguing back and forth. And he was like, well, let's just take a trip to Hawaii. And I want to invite the guys. I don't want it to be just no girl trip. And so that's when Candy pretty much had to go in mode and see who she was going to ask to go on a trip as well. So Todd is telling, can she get her girls this, that, and the third? And, you know, I'm like, both of them don't want to be bothered with each other, Portia or Candy. But, they got to film together. They got to make their coin, so it is what it is. Then we go to Kenya. She's finally having her family come in town. It's the first time I'm seeing her brother or step brother. They have two separate moms, but same father. And he brings his two daughters with him and some other little person, but they're not that little. But Kenya talking about she want to keep the girls for 2 weeks, so they can get to know their aunt and this, that, and the third. And her brother said, I don't know about that, so we're gonna keep that on the back burner. Cause hell, Kenya can't even keep her dog straight. And she thinks she's gonna keep up with some little girls? No, ma'am, no sir, no lord. So we move on from that situation because her brother was boring to me. He was trying to get into her business and this, that, and the third, and telling her she don't need to be with nobody, being abusive or not paying her no attention the right way. And I was like, oh, moving on from that situation. We go to commercial, come back. We have Cynthia and Candy meet for lunch, and they also ask Phaedra. And then Candy drops it down about they want to go on a trip. It was more for Todd's idea, but he wants the men there. And I was just checking with y'all to see if it's okay, this, that, and the third. So both of them agreed to come to Hawaii. And they can bring a +1 if they wanted to. Then we go to Bob and Sheree. She's meeting him at the gym. He's pumping weights and this, that, and third. He's still got that little sweat thing going on with that forehead. So I really don't know where that's going or why we even talking about it, to tell you the truth. So we're gonna move on from that situation. Then we go to Phaedra. She comes into inviting Portia to some type of spa treatment where they suck the fat out of certain areas, and you're gonna notice it before you leave. So she goes on to tell what's her name? Portia, that she wants her to come along with her to this Hawaii trip. She don't really want to go because she don't get she ain't really feeling the women either, but it just is what it is. So she goes on and accept the invitation to come with Phaedra as her +1. But Phaedra do another turn. She invited her plus her boyfriend. I'm like, really? If that's where we going with it? And then Sheree is pretty much asking Bob would he like to come to, the I'm finna say the Bahamas, but no, not the Bahamas, but Hawaii. Of course, he's gonna like free gift. Yes, I'm going. So he was thinking that this time he would be sleeping with her, but she still saying, we're gonna have separate rooms. But if you pass the test of doing what you've been doing, plus do it in Hawaii, then yeah, you might can spend a night here, a day or two. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, whatever, Sheree. Then we go to Portia and Phaedra. They're at the well, I said that a little earlier, but I ain't telling you all that they was getting. Yeah, I did say they was getting a fat suck off, and then she pretty much had told them she wanted her to accompany her to Hawaii for their girls' trip. That turns out to be a couple trip. But anyway, if we leave that situation, we go to Cynthia. Cynthia makes it to the airport first. Then there's Peter already there. Then you have Bob and Candy and Todd and Kenya show up pretty much at the same time. Then you have Sheree showing up at the very end prior to takeoff. And it was minus Phaedra, Portia, and Todd, of course. They didn't make their flight. They took a later flight. And that's all because they probably didn't want to be bothered with them. So the couples such as Sheree, Whitfield, Bob, Todd, Candy, Kenya, Cynthia, Peter, they all get to Hawaii safely. They go and check out their rooms, and of course they're having a little downtime prior to the other people getting there because they were getting there much later. Um, and then we have Phaedra and Portia and Todd get a look. They're a little late, but they are there. So everybody's at the table for dinner. And Portia shows up with her boyfriend. And she's telling everybody hi. And it seems like nobody's saying hi to her, but they might be saying it with a mic, just don't pick it up. And she like, ooh, what a warm reception. Meaning, no, they didn't give you no reception, honey. We go to commercial, come back. Portia goes in and making herself at home by sitting at the table, making sure her boyfriend is good as well. Then Candy goes, says she got to go to the bathroom and get herself together because she want to choke the living daylights out of Portia. So her husband say, yeah, go on and do what you got to do so you can come back and be calm. And then, Phaedra finally comes down from resting, I guess. Because she's talking about she had to take a nap because everything's just too, Hawaii is a long flight. So it is quite possible she was jet lagged. But anyway, she joins them. Then Candy comes back from being in the powder room or the bathroom, however you want to say it. And then it's just really awkward. It's almost like, what do you call it? Crickets. Don't nobody know what to say. All of them just sitting up, at the table, really not talking to one another. I'm like, well, damn, y'all could talk to y'all so-called boyfriends or husbands or, past mates. Start a definitely live conversation, but all of them sitting look like they didn't know what to say or how to react to one another. So, then Candy calls Port, pretty much it was the bone collector, which is Sheree. She goes in and try to say, well, we need to get this tension cut because, we need to enjoy ourselves. We didn't come this far just to be sitting here, quiet. So Candy calls Portia a liar because, what's the name, is trying to bring some receipts, which she gives everybody a copy of it. And this was when, what do you call it? Portia was drinking too much. She wanted to, what do you call it? Suck on Candy's vagina or whatnot. She didn't get a chance. So Candy had some receipts. And she was like, okay, fine. You want to act up? I got this stuff. So she come out of everywhere. And I'm like, she ain't go to no bathroom. She went and got those, things she wanted to show us as confirmation that, Portia was lying. And, she had something she blew up off her screen of where she got her texts. And she tried to make Portia look like a liar and whatnot. But, it didn't take much because, she didn't want to think we got an underground railroad somewhere, under the King Center. So I'm like, woo, you can't take with a grain of salt with Portia. But, it is what it is. So she pretty much tried to go up and bust Portia out, leaving her uncredible and, making her look stupid because somebody, popped the truth on her behind. But Portia was like a pro. She didn't care what Candy was passing around. She was like, I know what happened. And she was standing in her truth or what she thought was her truth. Because Cynthia tried to call herself jumping into something. And I'm like, excuse me, y'all. Cynthia, you can barely take care of yourself. So you need to really sit down and let these women fight it out. Just don't let them put hands on each other because those are called assault charges. Ain't nobody got time to go to jail. So like I say, Candy brings receipts this time from her phone that Portia had sent her. And Portia is trying to see the paper. But no one will give her a copy of it to see. We go to commercial, we come back. We have Cynthia try to step in, trying to tell Portia, you foul on certain things because you did this, that, and third. I'm like, Cynthia, hush. And she told Cynthia, her facts that she told her about Peter, fooling around her, it's in her divorce decree because she got a divorce. So she must knew something was happening, that it wasn't just money problems that Peter was sitting at Cynthia's doorstep, but she was putting cheating allegations. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So Phaedra, but what's her name? Candy was really getting upset because she was telling Portia, you got to stop saying all those lies, especially the ones that could hurt her career, talking about, she's this drug person and she loves to sit there and drug up people so she can take advantage of them by inviting them back to her home and she can do anything to them. I'm like, okay. All right, we have both sides, and then we have the truth that sits smack dab in the middle. But y'all, that was my recap for the Housewives of Atlanta. What season this was? Season 9, episode 15, title, Let It All on the Table. And Bone Collector, no, she was trying to do her job to make that be on the table so they can have more to talk about and have more drama. But like I said, thank you for coming to Dale Chanel's 48's World. And we'll get back with you with some type of review from another show. Okay? Take care, guys. Bye-bye.